Hey YouTube. I hope everyone is doing well. I don't know why that is always covering up something, you know? Um, Talking about my banner. Anyway, welcome back. I am vlogging now more frequently. Y'all don't be out in my bowl. I don't know if y'all can see it or not. It is what it is. Peace and power to everyone. I just finished reading the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. And then I finished, well, I was watching it twice, but I finished Lex's video he just posted. And I hate to say, I concur. My last video I said, I don't know if I'm going to file it, reading it, But then he made some good points. So I printed it out and laminated it because when I go to file, and that's my current state of mind, if they give me any hassle, then I'll have it with me. I was going to file this paperwork probably a year ago, months ago, when Ed posted the information on his site. If any of you need the fax number, I've seen him talking about, Brother Legs, saying a lot of people, well, one person went down there, asked for the form, and they act like they didn't know what was going on. Lucky for you, this is the fax number. This is what was on the information that Brother Ed posted on the link. You can send it to this person yourself. And this is exactly how it's written. So now you know that you can send it off yourself. You don't necessarily have to get the Social Security office to send it for you, but do go down there and change your status. It's important, y'all. There were some good points made, as I stated. Me and Brother Uno been talking, and his question was, what protections does this form provide? And if they identified us before, then what would keep them in the present from just trying to get this information just to identify us and do something else vicious to us? And it was a good point, but at the same time, you being up on the black, you're a target. You have a target on your back. What Brother Lex said was true. The Constitution is not for you. On the black, you have no rights. You have no standing at law. At least this is something that will separate you. But again, as I say over and over again, everybody who asks me any advice, you have to seek the Most High on these matters. I use the analogy of someone standing in a crowd and the speaker speaking directly to someone, that someone is hiding in the crowd. I won't hide in the crowd, nor will I know that I have no rights under my current title. Keep identifying myself as that. Now, these forms are not permanent. When the knowledge changes, if it changes, you can go back and claim something else. But right now, as a African American, as a black person, you have no rights. And just take that into consideration. At the end of the day, when we ask for remedy, every remedy that comes, we're shooting it down. As I stated, we are tired. Us as women, we're tired. We're looking for remedy. And that's it. Seek the Creator in these matters. That's all I can tell you. Like he said, this is his opinion, and I'm stating this is my opinion. It is not made for your Bible. Okay? Thank you to everybody who's been commenting, who's been coming here, taking out the time to come on my channel and like check me out. I appreciate you. I don't have and I'm not putting myself down, but there's not a lot of book knowledge here. Sometimes I read, sometimes I dig into stuff, but it's not a lot of history and stuff. I don't knock it. I just feel like the only history right now that I'm concerned with is my family history. And that's what I intend on digging back into. The scriptures say in the end days, the truth will be unpopular. So when you're telling the truth about anything nowadays, social media, to your family and friends, people don't want to hear it. And I just want to show y'all a good example. This is one of my old friends. She does not follow my YouTube. So I'm just gonna go there. Where is it? People get mad at the darndest things. And I am just one of those people that don't give a damn, you know. She posted this. And it said Atlanta, and then it said, chicks are miserable and the side chicks are winning. And this down here, the person who originally posted said women are so happy to be called the main chick, but are miserable in real life. You'll allow a man to do anything just for a title, cheat, make children on you, come and go as they please. And when you do get time together, you have to post every moment of it. Why? Because he's thinking about the side chick and you know it. And it was reposted. And then I commented both parties are losing though. Side chick is putting up with the same exact thing. We're so lost at this point. I see that and it makes me happy that I left, and I put shake my head. And then she said, but it's not just Atlanta. And I said, it's not, but that's the city the post is referring to. And I said, and then people wonder why the AIDS rates there is higher than a third world country. Where is the pride in this? In the last days, the truth will be unpopular. And this is pure foolishness. And of course, somebody I'm reposting to, side chicks are winning. And then, of course, each his own. Let my post be great and thanks. And I said, of course, and carry on. Oh, let me go back. So from that point, and this is one of my old friends. We used to be very close. We used to be together all the time. Don't drown yourself pretending to be deep. I was like, wow, okay. And then she also posted, you can't get caught up in drama when you don't entertain it. But only after, of course, after I posted, first, melanated women, until you respect yourself, nobody else will. Rise up, go above and beyond. And then, once she said I should drown, because that's so many words what you said. If you're looking for a cheer team for the dumb shit, unfollow and block. When you're on my timeline with my comments will follow. If you're offended that I am deep, stay out of the water with the sharks. We bite and digest little fish for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And Then, of course, she ain't getting caught up in the drama. And I say, it's all in love. I've been there. Judgment and correction are two different things. One condemns and the other sheds light. It's like you can't argue with that. It's weird that when you speak the truth, people are deeply offended. Just weird. I want to share this with y'all. Shout out to Calamity Jane. She shared and I reposted. Papoose. And this is dated offensive. Anything that used to belong to you and was the truth is offensive. A young North American Indian child. That is the definition of papoose. Pharaoh made me dinner and that was it. And somebody else posted this. White men tell their children that their ancestors settled here when the truth is that they invaded us, they murdered us, and raped us until we rarely existed. I just want to, y'all, I am eating. It is what it is. I just want to shut up with y'all. Go over to follow me. I'm Styles by Nina LLC on Instagram. I'm logging out for the night. Folks don't be wanting to hear no truth. Saying the end days truth will be unpopular. We're living in a day and age when if you're not promoting that side chicks are winning, you are going down. And then I look on other people that liked it were a couple of others that I grew out of, so to speak. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so yeah, go over to Twitter. I'm Urban Intellectual Styles by Nina. And what we're gonna do now is just see. I know Brother Ed done dropped a whole bunch of videos that I missed out on. They usually short, so I'm gonna go over there. These people are funny. They steal our identity. And we try to live life as us. I'm just gonna go over to the education. See now.
center. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to try to look at Hebrew. I've been fooling around with the stuff and trying to get a feel for it. So we're going to look at a word. Actually, it's like two words. But first and foremost, go to the main website. It is letusfindthetruth.net, and you scroll down and you can click on the one that says Hebrew alphabet, either there or there, and it shall take you here. So I'm gonna see if anybody can put anything together with this. So first thing is, before we get started, grab a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen, preferably a pencil, so you can erase if you run out of paper space and try to figure things out. So with this wonderful thing here, it shows you in ancient Semitic Hebrew, modern Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. It shows you early pictorial art, which would explain what's being discussed, and it continues to move thoroughly through. You can see here when you get to Greek and Latin, you start getting closer to English. And in Latin, you see you have letters to help us understand what's happening. So you can use the right side to get your letters, and then we'll mingle through the rest and try to put everything together. So the word we're going to do, or the two words, is I am. I am. So I think it's best first if we write it down. So on your sheet of paper, make sure you write plenty of space in between these letters. Do an I, an A, and a M. And after you do that, up under, and you're going to write right to left, because that's how we usually do things here, even though later on we're going to have to try to read it left from right, because I believe that's the way the Yiddish people say, the Jewish people say you got to read left to right, I believe. So we're going to look at it both ways, right to left and left to right, and then we'll try to make sense of this. But anyways, you've got your I, you've got your A, and you've got your M. Alright, so we're going to scroll down till we find the I, and if we look on the Latin side in the blue, we see I, and if we come on over to the, it's modern Hebrew, well, that's all we got for the letters. They are a version of the modern Hebrew, which is Yiddish. It's Yiddish. So this is what mostly we'd be reading. We would be reading when we try to read Hebrew from somebody else's perspective. We'd be looking at modern Hebrew, and this is what they'd show us. Even though we have ancient Semitic Hebrew, and you can see here where it says late, middle, and early, these would be the way you would write it. So I guess we'll use modern day, because that way we should be able to go into their modern day writings, translations, and so on and so forth. That's all it is, translations, and try to pick apart what they've put down on paper and in the books. So we're going to come on over to the modern right here, and we see a symbol or a letter there, and we're going to write that up under the I, and then we're going to go up to A, and we're going to come over and we're going to write that one right there up under the A. Then we're going to come on back down to the M, and we're going to write this one right here up under the M. Alright, now that is officially right to left, right? Left to right. Left to right, and then we'll go backwards, right to left, to try to see it from the Yiddish perspective. So forgive me, it's left to right. I, A, M, going from the left, coming to the right. Oof, confuse myself doing this. Alright, so now we have an I, an A, and an M. Now, if we go to the I, and let's see where we're at, right here, and we come over to the middle, it says meaning. So up under your I, you want to start writing the meanings down, right? So you can put work, throw, and worship, right? Up under the I. Then we're going to go up to the A, we'll go back to the meaning, and we're going to put strong, power, leader. Then we're going to come back down to the M here, and we're going to put chaos, mighty, and blood. Alright, so now we have left to right, I am. Okay? Now, that reverse, just look at your paper, which you've already got written down, and then do MAI. So then that way it'll be right to left, or you can just look from the right side and go backwards. If you yeah, you can do that. But I mean, we still write left to right, so it's confusing. It is, but it's going to make sense. So go ahead and write it from left. Just take the M, put the M where the I is. Just do it backwards, okay? Up under what you just did. And once you've got that done, we're going to we should have two different things there, two different ways, left to right, right to left. Now we'll go back to the top and we'll start with I am first. And with I am, you see here it has, and this is going to go into the pronunciation. So you have a Y and E, right? So I can be said Y, and then it can be said E. So then above the I or to the side, you can put either Y or E. And then to the A, we're going to put the sound AH or EH. And then with M here, it's just M. Alright, so at this point, you'll be looking at E, A or A, Eam, right? Or you'd be looking at EM, or you'd be looking at Y, Yud, Y, and then it becomes I. So yeah, I, I am, right? So then you literally have I am, left to right, clearly, left to right. And if you did it in the reverse, you would have, and before we do that, let's go back. Because modern Hebrew says the A is silent. So it'd be I'm, right? So modern Hebrew, we would be saying I'm. And then as we progress to English, moving to Greek and Latin, we'd be saying I am. Now, let's go in the reverse, and we'd say me, me, or my, with the Y, my, my, right? Now, if we use modern Hebrew, it'll be silent. The A will be silent, so it'd be my or me, right? And it's like, okay, well, now we got the pronunciation, so technically when you're saying I am, you're really just saying I am, so there's no confusion there, but we now know how it would be written in modern, and now we know how it would be written in ancient Semitic, right? So we get back to your original way of writing it, right? You can see here, and again, if you got a sheet of paper, you can also use these to see it in late, middle, and early. And then from there, don't forget we wrote down the meanings. So if we're going from left to right, I am, we have work, throw, worship, we have strong, power. So it would be saying, in a sense, and you play around with it, I'm going to pick the words that I think it means. You play around and pick the words you think it means. So I'm going to say, with I'm going to check beside the word worship for my own notes. And then for A, we've got
okay. I think I'm going to bed. It seems like every time I get into anything about the language, I get totally lost. And I had stopped a couple of times because I thought I heard something. But I think I'm just going to bed. Y'all should print this out and go back over this video. Maybe you all can make a video to explain it a little bit better. I don't know what it is about it, but every time I get into anything about it, it's like instantly my brain won't allow it. And I know that everything has its timing, so it is what it is. Let's hear.
Every step that I take is a first step. A leave the world in my wake, unrehearsed step. Taking
Okay. So everybody's talking about the form. Lein. Who are these people? Excuse me. Okay. Thank you. People are funny. You put in the last name, and there is no information on it. Isn't that funny? Funny. Just wanted to know. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to bed. Peace and power until we meet again.